Okay, so we've just heard about how God created the world and he made Adam and Eve. And this part of the Bible is about Adam and Eve leaving the garden. So let's see what happens. In the middle of the Garden of Eden grew a very special tree. God said to Adam, "You must not eat the fruit from this tree." So that was the only instruction he gave them. They were living in paradise. They had it all to themselves to look after the animals. And the one thing he said was, "You must not eat from this tree." But in the garden lived a serpent. And the serpent liked to make mischief. And the serpent said to Adam and Eve, and if you don't know what a serpent is, it just means a snake. Okay. "If you eat the fruit from this tree, you will become like God. You will know everything." Let's see if in my other book there's a picture of the serpent. Let's have a look. I know in some editions there is. See? So here we have the tree, with the tree of knowledge. No serpent in this one either. Maybe he is so crafty that he says it and then he slinks away. I can't spot him here either. Maybe you've got a Bible at home with a picture of a serpent in, or perhaps you could watch a video online of Adam and Eve leaving the garden and see what that serpent looks like. So he says to them, he's very crafty, tricksy, and he likes to make mischief. He says, "If you eat the fruit from this tree, you will become like God. You will know everything." The fruit looked ripe and juicy, so Eve picked one and tasted it. Then she handed it to Adam, and he tasted it too. As they chewed, the fruit began to taste bitter and horrid, and their smiles turned to frowns. That evening, God walked in the garden and called to them, "Adam and Eve, where are you?" But Adam and Eve were hiding. They were afraid because they had disobeyed God. "Why are you hiding from me?" God said. "Did you eat from the tree in the middle of the garden?" "Eve made me do it," said Adam, which was a bit cheeky, wasn't it? Because you shouldn't blame other people for your deeds. "The serpent made me do it," said Eve. Now she's blaming somebody too. God let out a deep, disappointed sigh, like the wind in the trees at night. Not only had they disobeyed him, they didn't even say that they were sorry. God punished the serpent, and he actually said to the serpent that you will have to crawl on your belly on the floor for the rest of your days. And he made Adam and Eve leave his glorious garden. And from then on, they had to work hard in the fields to grow food. But God still loved them and watched over them wherever they went. Then at the bottom there's just a prayer that says, "Dear God, help me to do what is right and to remember you love me even when I do wrong." So here they are leaving the garden because they didn't listen to God, did they? So this tree is called the tree of knowledge. And the serpent told Adam and Eve, or he told Eve, didn't he, to eat the fruit. And then Eve shared it. So they left the Garden of Eden. And then we go on to the next story, which is Noah's Ark, which is one of my favourite stories of the Bible, just because I love animals, and it's a perfect story for this topic.